Hello, everyone. I'm Maureen Jager Skinner here with another episode of Wild, Weird, and Wonderful. Today, we're focusing on the wild and the wonderful. Nothing weird here today. We have a lot of scouts here. We have Brownies, Boy Scouts, Eagle Scout, Girl Scouts, everything you can name, Cub Scouts. I hope I didn't forget to name anybody. And we have our wildlife educator, Luke Bowman. Thanks for joining us today, Luke.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about scouting adventures that are offered here at the Wildlife Discovery Center.
Here at the Wildlife Discovery Center, we offer a lot of programs, but for Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and everybody that you just mentioned, we offer classes so that they can earn badges. So like the reptile and amphibian badge, the hiking badge, things like that.
Okay, so what we're going to do is take a look around the Wildlife Discovery Center today with all these fabulous scouts to find out all the adventures that are offered here. So let's take a look around. Here we are in one of 3 stations where Boy Scouts can earn a badge, a merit badge. Now, Luke is with a snapping turtle, right?
This is an alligator snapping turtle.
Okay, so tell us, kids, what do you think?
Very cool.
Luke, tell the kids a little bit about this guy.
All right, we have a couple of these, and we actually have a really big alligator snapping turtle named Bruno. So in the classroom, this is where we are right now. When we do Boy Scout and Girl Scout programs, we'll do 3 different sessions. That's one format that we can do, but we can do any kind of format that you would like, that the troop would like. But the format that we're going to talk about is we do 3 different sessions. So this is the classroom. This is one of the animals that we could use, that we could take them out, and we'll talk about like where they're from and how big they get. Alligator snapping turtles can get over 200 pounds, and Bruno, the one that we have in another room, is actually over 200 pounds. They're unbelievably, they're huge. So we would talk about that. We would talk about native animals, and we would actually go out on a hike, and we would go look at the savanna, because Middle Fork Savanna is right behind us. So we would go talk about the native animals and the ecosystem there.
Now, if I put my finger in there, what would happen?
It would probably come off.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like a beak, and it's very, very sharp, and they have a very strong bite.
So are you scared to be holding him?
With my hands right here, no, because he can't reach.
Okay,
Yep.
That's nice to know, because we would hate to have you lose your finger. That would take all the fun out of the show. Now, we have, you're a second class Boy Scout. Tell us about the merit badge that you worked on here.
We worked on the reptiles and amphibian merit badge here, where we actually got to learn about how like many different species of amphibians, like the toads, and we also got to learn about a bunch of reptiles like the snakes or the snapping turtle, for instance. We actually have to do a big packet. Like we have to do a packet where we learn, where we have to write down different reptiles and amphibians from different areas of the region and throughout all of America. And that's pretty much what we did for the merit badge.
Pretty fun?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's Kevin White, and you're a second class, so your next level will be?
First class.
Awesome. And then the next level will be what his brother is. We'll be interviewing him in a little bit. He's an Eagle Scout. And that's where you're headed, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, now we're going to head to the second station. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back in a minute, hopefully with all our fingers. Here we are now in the main display. This is, I guess we could call it the second station of the badge, the merit badge, or just adventures in scouting when they come to see. You've heard of the Circle of Life. We're going to see it firsthand today. Why don't you tell us what's about to happen?
So we're going to be feeding, once a week we feed our American alligator. So we're going to be feeding him a small rat. So this is not something that we normally do during a Boy Scout, Girl Scout thing, but if the troop leader would like to see that, we can definitely work around that. And you would do that by contacting our coordinator, or our Rob Carmichael, and then we would kind of work those details out. But we're doing this today, so we wanted to give you an opportunity to see it. So Addie's going to be feeding our American alligator, and we're training our American alligator that so that when we feed him, he knows to get out of the water, because currently he's in the water. We want him to know that when it's feeding time, we want him out of the water and on the rock. So Addie's going to take the rat and kind of hit it on the rock until we get him totally out of the water, and then we'll reward him by by feeding him. So
Okay. This is lunch. Okay, your name is Addie?
Yeah, my name's Adeline Robinson, or Addie is what I'm usually called.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try feeding him.
Okay.
So hopefully
how
he
come
comes
back
out.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. He's taking a look. He's pretty hungry. All right.
Here he comes.
There he goes.
All right, now he's going to go back in the water because alligators can't swallow without being in the water. So he's going to go in the water, get some water in his mouth, and then swallow it.
Looking for more.
Yep.
Does he get more?
He actually just ate not too long ago, so we're just giving him a little tidbit today. So not a whole lot of food.
So this was a snack.
Yeah, basically.
Yummy
Just a
snack.
little treat of the-
Kids, you just saw this. What did you think?
Interesting. Awesome. Cool. Good.
Okay, fascinating, and yes, not too appetizing, but sure looks like this guy loved it, right? Okay, now who do we get to watch eat?
Okay. See the guy right there that's
Okay.
trying to get some attention? That's
Okay.
Grog. And we're going to be giving him a few mice.
Is he Komodo?
My mouse and rat is kind of the menu here, right?
Yeah, that's the general food.
Okay.
Now, we keep all the cages locked for safety.
Good idea.
Yes.
And Gruggy is what kind of reptile?
Grug is a Asian water monitor, and he's actually pretty famous. We got him from Nicolas Cage, the actor.
Oh, we all know him, right, kids? Yeah.
He's going to be getting...
They might not. Some of them are kind of young. But Nicolas Cage?
Yes, the actor. So Rob had a mutual friend out in Los Angeles, and they Nicolas Cage has some upcoming movies, and he didn't have the time to take care of Grug. He's a
his
very
pet.
high maintenance lizard. So so Grug's forever home is with us at Wildlife Discovery Center.
Awesome.
Yep. So we're just gonna
Superstar.
give Grug. He's gonna grab it right here. I don't know if they can see. There we go. I'm gonna down that. There we go.
Okay.
So we'll probably give him a couple. Luke, how many are we giving him?
How many does Grug get to have?
I don't know. We have a list written down every day. We give them 5. Okay.
He doesn't look like he could eat 5. Wow.
Yeah, in the wild, he'd eat rodents, probably fish if he's in the water, frogs, anything he could catch. So,
And where does he live in the wild? Where do you find these? fellas?
Southeast Asia. So, yeah. Oh, there he goes.
Okay, what did you think of that, kids?
Awesome, great.
That was pretty cool. We were so lucky, you guys. Only one day a week. Here we are now, Ashley, me, and we have a new friend with us. We're not even sure yet if this is a boy or a girl, right?
Yeah, it's only, I think, a little over a year old, so we're not sure yet whether it is a boy or a girl at this point, but it's a baby American alligator, so we're going to give the kids a chance to pet it.
Okay, no name yet, right?
No, I don't believe, we call it baby gator.
Okay.
So,
Maybe someday we'll have a big vote on the name. Okay, be thinking of this at home. Okay, so kids, you get to pet this alligator and tell us what you think.
It's very bumpy.
Okay. What do you think, Jasmine?
Kind of almost. It feels like they're like scales almost.
It feels very rough, I could say.
It feels like bumpy and rough. It feels kind of like bumpy and stuff. It feels like little bumps in the grass.
oh, like rocks maybe?
It feels smooth.
Smooth.
Feels fun, kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Kind of bumpy and scaly.
Scaly. Weird. Weird.
Weird and squirmy. Would you like to feel this, Ryan? This is Ryan White here.
All right, we're going to cut the back of it.
Bumpy.
Bumpy. Is it hard or soft?
Kind of a mix.
Mix? Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
Would you like to pet the baby alligator?
Well, it's kind of a soft, rough feeling to him, to his back.
So it's a very, now I'm going to tell you, okay, it feels scaly and almost like a, I don't know, like really leathery and scaly. So it's fascinating though. It doesn't feel like anything else you touch because it's also moving and breathing. So that makes it kind of interesting too.
Yep.
Definitely an experience, right kids? Thank you for sharing. Okay, if you guys could name it, everyone call out what you would name this alligator. 1, 2, 3.
Toby.
Okay, so keep those names in mind. We'll keep those in mind. All right, so now we'll move on to our next little educational adventure. Here we are in the venomous room. Our third station is the venomous room. As you can see, Luke is holding a snake, but he's non-venomous.
Absolutely. I would not be holding a venomous snake like this. This is an Indian python. So these are one of the awesome reptiles that we can teach during the sessions. So for Boy Scout and Girl Scout, it really depends on the troop. So you would coordinate that with our curator, Rob Carmichael, and you would find his information on our website, at the Wildlife Discovery Center website. And then we would figure out how like the session would run. So this is one of the animals that we could talk about. This is an Indian python. They're really rare in the U.S. They're a cousin to the Burmese python, which is the snake that's causing a lot of problems in the Everglades. And the Indian python lives, they grow to be about 15 feet. So this one's young. It's about 4 years old. And we actually have 3 of them. So this is one of them. And we're really fortunate to have 3 because there's a little over 10 of them in the U.S., so we're really lucky to have 3. So what we do is we take them out and people get, the students get a chance to actually touch them and maybe even hold them if they would like.
Who wants to hold them?
All right.
Boy,
Awesome.
how do we do this now? Do they come up
All
or
right.
do you bring it out?
You can come on up here. So in order to hold a snake, you want to move very calmly, and I can see that you're not afraid of snakes, so that's awesome. So what you are to this snake is you're like a very large, moving, warm tree, right? So your arms are like tree branches, like limbs. So what you want to do is you never want to close your hands. You want to keep it open just like this. See how my hands open like this? So you just want to keep your hands open like this and move very slow. So I'll just pass them off to you. All right, you want to use your other hand? All right, very brave, very good. Good job keeping your hands open. Awesome. So you are holding an Indian python. Very good. You're like a pro. That's awesome.
This is Shannon Skinner. I'm related to her. We have the same name. It's my oldest daughter. What do you think, Shannon?
It's cool. It's heavy too.
Are you scared at all?
Not really.
Kind of. Oh yes. Ooh, this is another thing that you'll feel that you've never felt anything quite like this before. All right, Shannon. Thank you for sharing. I'm very proud of you.
What does it feel like?
Feels very scaly and not like dry slime, kind of almost.
It's funny because nothing else feels like that. What do you think, Kate?
Smooth and scaly. Feels a lot like leather.
You were a little scared to do this. How do you feel now? Not as scared?
Not as scared.
Yeah, it's not as scary once you touch them. And the non-venomous part really makes us feel better.
Fun.
How does he feel, Tommy?
He actually feels kind of like smooth.
Is he heavy?
Yeah, kind of. He's like 15 pounds or something like that.
That's a good guess.
Was it?
That's a very good. I don't know
Wow,
the exact
nice,
pounds,
Tommy.
but I would say between 10 and 15. Very good.
All right, very good. Okay, this was another fascinating snake for us all to have a first-hand feel and look at. Now we'll have to put him away, right?
Right.
And we're going to learn another way that you can earn a badge. This is a place where we learn the 4 native venomous snakes in Illinois.
Absolutely. So what we do as part of the program, we make all of the students memorize the 4 native snakes of Illinois, and we actually have an example, a living example of all 4. So we have the Eastern Massasauga rattlesnake, so it's somewhere in the cage, and then we have a cottonmouth, we have a timber rattlesnake, and then below we have a copperhead. So we can actually take advantage of this opportunity and memorize them right now. Right, guys?
Right? You ready? Okay.
All right, so this is an Eastern Massasauga. Everybody say that.
Eastern Massasauga.
Beautiful. All right, this is a cottonmouth. Everybody say that.
Cottonmouth.
Perfect. This is a timber rattlesnake. Everybody say that.
Timber rattlesnake.
And the copperhead.
In the copperhead.
You guys rough.
Okay, ready now. You point, they say it.
All right.
Eastern Massachusetts. Timber rattlesnake. Cottonmouth.
All right, you're getting there. I think you guys could earn a badge. They're really close, aren't they?
Very good. I'm
All
very
right.
impressed.
Let's give ourselves a big hand. Woo! Okay, this wraps up the venomous station, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so now we'll head outside. Here we are in a spot of the Wildlife Discovery Center that is just spectacular. We can see everything from here.
We can.
This is where we start out a hike. And there are 2 badges that Girl Scouts and Brownies, I don't have the Boy Scout ones, can get. The fall hike is for Girl Scouts. And then this cute little hiking, what is he, a chipmunk or something? I'm not real good with these little critters. But anyway, these are for hiking. And once you get these badges, here's how you sew them on. You just put them on your uniform. These 2 girls have already earned them. Sarah's got one on her brownie vest. And Jasmine has one on her brownie vest. And after we hike today, everyone will have one, right? Yay! Who's in the mood for a hike? Me! All right, Luke, we're ready. Lead us on a hike. Now we'd like you all to meet Jack White. Jack White is very special because he is one of 4% of scouts in the country, the entire country, who become an Eagle Scout. Thanks for joining us today, Jack.
Thank you very much for having me.
Tell us how you became an Eagle Scout, some of what was involved.
For about five or 6 years, I have been working with a couple of troops, but the main one I'm with is 46, and we've been going on campouts, doing service projects, learning and having fun all together in those times. And it's taken a lot of work to get to where I am right now.
And you're in high school now, so it
Yes.
takes basically until high school.
Yes, Cub Scouts I did, which started in first grade.
Yeah.
First grade, and then but Boy Scouts starts at like 4th or 5th grade, and it's gotten me all the way till junior year to get where I am. Right now I'm a senior.
And you've met a lot of fascinating people.
Yes, I have.
And how is it rewarding?
I have gotten to help my city, Lake Forest. I've gotten to help all types of people. Like I've helped with a project for schools. I've helped with projects for other nature centers.
You built a similar shed to this for a nature center nearby.
Yeah. So my Eagle Scout project was a tool shed for a nature center nearby, and it was about 12 feet tall and 10 feet wide. Right, quite large, but it took a lot of time to do.
Your troop did it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all on your own.
Yes.
And then you had to do an interview in the end and take a test, didn't you, this
Yes.
past summer?
Yes, I did. I had to talk to 3 people I've never met before about what I've done and in the past to what I'm talking to you about right now about, actually, but with a little bit more detail.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Jack,
Thank you very much.
on earning it, and thank you for sharing this. That is quite an achievement, and I'm sure your family's very proud of you.
I believe they are. Yes.
How long can you stay in scouting now?
Actually, now that I'm 18, I'm not allowed to be a scout, but I have sent my paperwork in to be an assistant scoutmaster. So until I go off to college, I'm going to be involved with it.
Awesome. So you will be seeing Jack around town scouting forever, basically, for as long as Jack's around here.
As long as I'm able to, yes.
Exactly. Awesome. Thanks for joining us today, Jack, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We can't thank all you scouts enough for joining us today and teaching everyone about scouting opportunities here at the Wildlife Discovery Center. Each scout wants to tell you their favorite thing about scouting really quickly. Tell us your name and what you love.
My name is Megan, and what I love about scouting is there's a lot of fun things to do. Hi, my name is Sarah, and What I love about scouting is having snacks.
My name is Ryan White, and my favorite thing about scouting is because I'm around animals a lot.
My name is Grace Rody, and I like scouting because it helps you learn to be the best you can be.
Nice.
My name is Shannon Skinner, and I love scouting because it's a great way to meet new people and get outside.
Hi, my name is Skylar Warbach, and I like scouting because you get to see the great outdoors.
My name is Kristen Rody, and I like scouting because it's a great way to be adventurous and explore the outdoors.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Lafita, and I like scouting because I really like to go camping, and we go camping a lot. I am Thomas White, and I like the Pinewood Derby where we get to race the Pinewood Derby cars.
That is a big adventure. A lot of work.
I like scouting because I just love camping and it's a lot of fun.
And you're Kevin White?
Yeah.
And my name is Jack White, and I enjoy scouting because it is both fun and educational for everybody.
All right, thank you. And we are back to Luke. Thank you so much for sharing all these scouting adventures today at the Wildlife Discovery Center.
It was my pleasure. I'm really glad you guys came. So if anyone's interested in setting up their troop to come here at the Wildlife Discovery Center to get the badges, you would just contact our curator, Rob Carmichael, at our website, and then that's how you would start the process.
All right, thank you so much, Luke. And before we leave today, you get to watch us. We have a special cake that you won't want to miss that says something about scouting, and we might even sing a little song. So let's go check out our cake and see if the music is in us. Thanks for joining us and watching this special episode of Wild, Weird, and Wonderful today that's all about scouting adventures here at the Wildlife Discovery Center. Now, to close our show, it happens to be my daughter Shannon and Megan's birthday, so we're going to sing to them at the end of the show after we turn off the camera. We have a special song for you, though, because we are celebrating scouting today, too. So happy scouting, everyone, here at the Wildlife Discovery, and we, Creative Scouts, have composed our own song just for you. Might sound a little familiar. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3.
Happy scouting to you. Happy scouting to you. Happy scouting at the Wildlife Discovery Center. Happy scouting to you. Yeah!
Special thanks to Sam's Club Bakery for donating our scouting cake. Also, thanks to Data Rescue MDs for data recovery assistance.